Welcome back, guys. Where would I be on a Wednesday night apart from in the garage in my motorhome? Yeah, so back to the wheel scenario. I don't know what it was all about really. I've always, you know me, I've always carried this huge bottle jack, and anyway, for some strange reason, I'll show you the original scissor jack in a minute, which I was very kind of surprised about. It's one of them things that you just get into routines of, like, you carry these things around and you never kind of, I don't know what happened, why I didn't ever use the sort of like original scissor jack, because it seems pretty robust. I don't know if anybody's actually used the original scissor jack, found it. There are mounting points along different places. There's 3 places on the side, underside of the chassis to jack up the vehicle with that scissor jack. But anyway, the main concern for me was the actual weight of this. So look, I've got my digital weigh here, and all I've got to do is just get it back to 0, and I just want to see what the weight of this is going to be. And I don't know if you can actually read that, but that is 9.3 kilograms. 9.3 kilograms. That's a fair lump of weight. So that is coming out now. So this is the box I'm talking about, the one that hooks on the back of the unit. So you can take off that cover and then access all the tools. So here is the scissor jack. What I'm going to do is quickly remove that scissor jack out of there, and you can locate in peg that sits under the chassis, and obviously it's got the hex on there so you can wind it up. So yeah, there it is. So before we talk about everything else in this box, what I'm going to actually do is get my scales going. So yeah, still on there is 9.3, so we'll reset that, and I'm just going to hook this up now and just see what the weight of this is. Whoa, let's go like that. Right, there it is. I don't know whether you can see that. Let's have a little look. So the weight of that is 4.4 on the nail. Okay, let's, there it is, 4.4 on the nail. That is actually going to save me about 5 kilos by taking that actual original scissor jack. And what sort of prompted me the other day, when I sort of started looking at it, I thought, I didn't think it's so heavy duty as it is. It's got like a nice knurled turning thing there, like, so it's quite like positive, quite quick to operate, get the old hex on there, start taking the weight with the bar. Yeah, and like I say, I was quite surprised how robust it was. I think previously I'd had the Transit one and it didn't seem as robust for some reason, because that one actually fitted down in the cab, by the seat, on the driver's side. But this Fiat one seems pretty good, so I'm going to give it a shot, to be honest. And the way it sits in this little box with all the other little gadgets, don't forget, I normally take my strong bar with the 21mm socket on it for like breaking off wheel nuts. But obviously in here, yeah, they actually give you that kind of hex style bar for undoing the wheel nuts, and then obviously the straight bar will actually go through. And but obviously sometimes if you do get a tight wheel nut, it's hard to, there's only like about a foot of like leverage on that, so sometimes if you do get a tight one, so I'm sort of religiously going to carry on taking my breaker bar, my chrome one. The other thing I was actually going to mention is the fact that that is the tool for the winch, which we done the little video on replacing, and it was kind of like after I'd sort of done the video and watched it through, I thought, right, I need to mention about this little tool for the winch, because that is a separate item from the winch. if you don't normally, if you haven't got a spare wheel fitted on the vehicle, you won't have this in the box. So this is one that I've actually purchased, that tool. They're I think this came off eBay. So when we're coming around like 5 years, over 5 years when I actually bought this. So off eBay. But it's the little winch tool, and then obviously then it does fit in this box, which keeps it quite nice. Slots in there in these plastics, and same with these 2 bars here, and obviously there is the tow and eye for fixing in the front of the vehicle. So I'm pretty happy with this box and with the scissor jack situation. Leave us a comment if you know, if you've come across, you know, if you've actually used this scissor jack and found it pretty effective. I think it's going to do the job, to be honest, pretty effective. But you kind of get like stuck in your ways a little bit. I've just been sort of like stuck in my ways a little bit, and obviously that weight thing is a massive saving by just like eliminating that big bottle jack. That is a fair chunk of like weight. Again, as you can see in the back of this garage at the moment, we've had a real good strip out and thin out. I have actually got my cables. I love my cables. I love to be sort of like, but anyway, yeah. So there's a lot of stuff is been removed. We've got our 2 chairs, we've got our table, and the fridge over the other side there. But and our hoses and other bits and pieces in there, Crocs and stuff. But we've had a real good trim out. But so we're going to try this box, keep it in there, and all looks pretty tidy over the back end. Lovely. Anyway, I'm back inside, and I don't know whether, if anybody's watched our video before, I was sat over in these seats earlier in a previous video saying I need to sometimes like change the view, and how the clips, we had these tablecloth clips on the edge of our tablecloth, how they were sort of a little bit annoying and used to like catch them in anyway, Eric, so our good friend Eric, who's always like commenting and stuff, recommended getting some of these kind of like almost like bracer style braces clamps for tablecloths. So anyway, that's the extra ones. Caroline has already been out here. Let me just get down on my underneath the table, and so we've actually, she's got them installed, and they're like elasticated, and she said they are absolutely perfect. I don't know whether you can see that under there. There it is, a little clamp on, so you haven't got like nothing out on the outside edge. So these are tucked away under the table. I was a little bit concerned, thinking, is it going to interfere? But now they just literally underneath, and yeah, no hassle whatsoever, and they're just keeping the tablecloth super kind of like tensioned up, and so it's making this kind of table now, like we're trying to get that versatility back of like using this table in different positions. So that's one of our little aims, and I think it seems to be looking good. So we're gazing into the Mo Hotel crystal ball. Look at it. Whoa. What does the future hold for Joff? What does the future hold for us? Mo Hotel Adventures. Right, I'm going to tell you. I have got to be super quick. Get on with this, because it is now, what time is it now? It is 24 minutes past 7, okay, on a Wednesday night, April the 2nd. Guys, you remember me telling you about this trip? Okay, we're going in literally 2 weeks. We are going on Easter Sunday, this weekend. 2 weeks from this Sunday, we're going. All right, so we're going to be back on the road. It's crazy. And so right, I'm going to end the video there, and I'm actually super excited to be like sort of talking about this. I can't believe it's kind of like all of a sudden we thought this was going to happen when we just did the little Spanish vacation the other day, but anyway, we've got the opportunity, and we are going to do this trip. the trip. That's all planned out. Okay, so we're looking forward. I'll tell you more, but as we get closer, leave us a comment, blah blah blah. Oh, the other thing was, a lot of people have been saying to me, Joff, you never kind of like mention subscriptions on your like channel, and I'm one of them kind of people. Do you know what, guys? When I watch like YouTube videos, I'm one of them people that actually, if I find something inspiring, informative, whatever, I hit the subscribe button, okay? And that is the way I kind of operate, and that's the kind of way that I think a lot of people should operate. So if you found any of the information that we pass over informative, and it's down to you whether you want to hit that button or not, but basically we appreciate everybody that has hit the button, but we don't bang on about it as regard that. Like I say, that's my little policy on life. You can beat on to people about subscribing to your YouTube channel all day long, and if they don't know what you if they don't like what you create, and that's literally your choice. So appreciate anybody that does bang a button on our channel, but we appreciate everybody that views our channel and comments on our channel, and all them subscribers that and people that comment, you know, real regularly. Chris, you're absolute regular. And we really appreciate it, mate. Honestly, you guys, people like you, follow the progress and enjoy the trips and find it informative, inspiring, and we appreciate that. Oh, just one little shout out as well to my good old friend Chris that we bumped into in Amsterdam. Probably getting on for a year ago now, Chris, believe it or not. Camp in Amsterdam, the camper park at Amsterdam. We bumped into him over there, and he's pushed on forward, and he's actually now got a motorhome. He had the old ex Riot van, Ronnie the Riot van, wasn't it, Chris? Ronnie the Riot van, and now he's actually pushed on a little bit further. Hope we've inspired you a little bit, Chris, as well. And he's actually pushed on and got himself a motorhome. And I was on the phone to him this morning. He was driving around Dublin, trying to find somewhere to park up his motorhome, and he was like, Joff, it's not very motorhome friendly. There's nowhere to park up. I need to get back on the ferry and get back to England. So Chris, good luck with that, mate. And he was telling me, I think you're heading up to the Lake, maybe the Lake District, and on to Scotland. So have a great trip, buddy, and we will catch up with you when you're back in Devon. And that's it for me. Thanks for watching this YouTube channel. We are Mo Hotel Adventures. I'm Joff. Give us a thumbs up. We'll see you later. Bye.